Are you walking away from me, my sweet girl? Okay, I've got to zoom back out so it's not quite so shaky. That's my girl. I don't know where the rest of the goats are. And I don't think she does either. I could call for her mom, but I don't want all the goats here because I've got, look, I just cleaned out a coop. See all that? And let me show you what I've got going on. Hi there, whoever just, hey TWC, nice to see you. Look, I cleaned out my duck coop. Look at that. They're gonna be so happy. I decided not to put hay down. I'll just scrape it out regularly and pour water. And so the boy and the girls are walking around. Yeah, I was home yesterday too. Was I here when yeah, I was here yesterday. I cleaned out 2 coops today. I cleaned out the small one here. This is the 6x6. I took all the hay out, so it's just dirt. And I gave them the run of the hallway. And they've got a bath around the corner, but nobody wants to take a bath. And then these 2 boys just want to cuss each other out. They all have to be separate because they fight, and they will fight to the death. I have had to rescue boys before that were fighting to the death. It's pretty sad. But I'm just resting right now because this was a tough one. Mostly just hauling the water to clean it out. Hello, little miss. Hello, little miss. Got one girl. Her name is Wobble. Oh, I don't have a lake here, sweetie. Wobble is broody, but I had to take her eggs away. I'm collecting them, and I'll give her some eggs when it's good on my calendar. I have to be here when they hatch. So I have to check my calendar and know when I'll be here so I can rescue the babies in case there's a problem. I'm gonna have to call for my goats. I'm gonna mute for a minute here, well, for about 3 seconds, and give a holler for my goats. There they are. Oh, we've got sirens. Hi, Abba Zabba. Sorry I called you and there's nothing for you. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not good. It's not your food, girl. Get out of here. Get out. Go on. Hey, mommies. Sorry I'm so wobbly. Oh, you know what? That black one, she probably has to lay an egg. And the other one's on the nest that she wants to sit on. They're little, I wouldn't say they're territorial, but they definitely like to lay their eggs where they want to lay their eggs. They don't want to just lay them in some random place. So I can have 10 places for them to lay eggs, and that's not uncommon if I've got a coop that's big enough. And they'll all lay in 1 or 2 nests. Hey boys, can I get past you? I need to go in there. Hi, sweetie. Hey, Rays. You know what? They were actually pretty close. The sirens, I really don't know. I don't know if it was fire, police, ambulance. I'm not sure. Seriously, nobody's taking a bath? Look how dirty you are. You're so dirty. And look at how clean the bath water is. And she wants to get in with the other ducks in there because those are that's her flock in there. But I moved her to a different flock because I want her to lay eggs that I can hatch. Hi, sweetie girls. Oh, you've got an owie on your head. Look at that. She's got I've got to treat her. I've got to go home and get some medicine for her. That's what happens when the drake breeds them too much. They get injured. So she's his favorite. You see how she's got all the feathers missing on her head? Not a whole lot, but she has some. And the other one doesn't. and the one in the hall doesn't. That's because he prefers to breed with this little gray one. So he's actually overbreeding her, and I don't have a place to put her. I may have to figure something out because she can't be with him if he's going to be injuring her. He's not doing it to be mean, obviously, right? It is passion, you're right. And here he is. He's really a sweet boy. He's just a lot bigger than her, and he holds onto her head too much. Yes, you do. Look at you with that fancy hairdo. Yeah, look at you. Move out of the way, big boy. I've got to. I just got bit by a fly. Rude. My bug repellent is at the house. These two boys don't have names. This one here is a sweetheart. He was the bottom of the pecking order, so he had a lot of owies on him when he was younger. So I had to move him into his own area with his own girls so he can be a daddy, because he's got good genetics as far as his temperament goes. I like to breed for temperament if I can. But he's being a little rough on that girl. Not on purpose. Yeah, he's pretty innocent. He's just doing what he's doing. Oh my goodness, look at the poo I got out of their coop. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Yuck. I'm tired. I'm gonna sit down. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you're in here, and also subscribe if you don't subscribe. If you want to see ducks and goats, gardening things, a little bit of cooking stuff, and drag racing motorcycles. That's what I do. Thank you to the 4 who did hit the like button. I appreciate that. You can hit the down. You can dislike me too. I don't care. I don't see the down button. Yes, we do own the farm. We own the forest. Kicked, hi Buster. No, I haven't been kicked by one of the goats. I have been stepped on. They step on my feet, and I'm almost always in flip-flops, so it hurts. Like yesterday, little Sparky stepped on me like 3 times in about a second and a half, just smashed my left foot. I've been jumped on. I've been head-butted. I've been knocked over, but none of these goats here are that way. The one that was that way, she passed away. When I was younger, I was kicked. I had horses, and I was kicked by my horses. I don't take care of it alone. No, my husband does most of the work. I just kind of try to keep the coops clean and handle the animal husbandry, the hoof trimming, the shots. If we have to, I do the castration. With the ducks, I do the medical stuff, and I do this, I sell them. In fact, we've got some that are for sale. There's Gimo down there. You have a cow. Is your cow a milk cow? When I got kicked, yeah, because I got kicked in the mouth by my horse. So he was just a baby though, and so he didn't have a lot of punch behind his kick. But it, bloodied my face up pretty good. Oh, Nani's gonna go rub her head on my tire, I think. She loves to rub her head on tires. Look at that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go to the house and get some blue coat. Unless, oh, you know what? I think I might have brought it here. It's in the feed shed. Okay, cool. I just have to go find my husband to help me hold the duck while I spray her. I'll end up with blue coat all over my hand anyway, even if I have help. Stuff goes everywhere. A milk cow. They are like dogs, aren't they? We had a sweet little girl. We sold her we got her when she was 2 or 3 days old, probably 2 days old. She was from a Holstein dairy farm, but I think they had Guernseys as well, so she was a mix. She was born red and white, and she turned black and white, which is not uncommon. And It just got to the point where she was getting bigger, she needed a bigger pen, and I was getting tired. I didn't know I was in the process of growing a tumor at the time. It took a while for them to figure out what was going on. So I didn't realize why I was so tired. I just knew I couldn't do everything, so we sold her. We sold her to a homestead. They were going to breed her and then milk her. So I was happy with that. Does she scratch her head on you? That's what ours did, and she had horns, and so it hurt. I didn't dehorn her when she was a baby. I sold my dehorner because I never thought I'd do cattle. Hey, Hunt. No, I had what was it called? A carcinoma in my large intestine. They took it out. And then I grew another one that was even bigger the next year, and they took that out. And I have a test in June, and I get to go in for my colonoscopy to see if I have another one. The first one was called a carcinoma, but it was fully encapsulated. The one last year, they just called it a polyp, but it was huge. It was so big. So if I'm growing one now, I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of my thing these days. It makes me mad. No liver tumor. No, they looked and they didn't see a tumor on my liver. They saw, when they did my MRI, they did see a spot on my liver, but they said it was some kind of a little tiny, like a cyst or something. Not uncommon, I guess. I don't remember what they said. I was too busy freaking out about the freaking tumor in my gut. No goats are pregnant. Look at what she's looking at. There's leaves right here. Okay, Mama, here you go. There you go. Mommy loves you, don't I? I'm such a good mommy. Let's see. Can I get these down to you? Can you? Oh, here you go. Oh, this is a black walnut. I can smell it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. There you go, Mama. Don't eat too many of those. I don't think those are good for you. I had one, TWC. I had 2 of them. They took them out. No chemo was necessary because it was called encapsulated. So no, nothing. It's just, they called them, it's like a polyp is what it was, but they were huge. I named them. The first one was Jezebel, and the second one I named Ursula. And if I have another one, I'm not sure what I'll name it. She's my big girl. Aw, look at that. She can't reach the, oh, she wants me to help. A stone? Yeah. That's not uncommon, right? Those kidney stones, those are awful. I've never had one. I can't imagine. Oh, she's going to figure this out. See, there's a rail she could stand on. She could probably reach him if she stood on the rail. That little tiny brain in her head is thinking about stuff. A polypectomy. I had a partial colectomy twice. They took 16 centimeters of my colon out. Oh, there she goes. Look at that. Oh, she got it. That's my girl. I don't know, Daniel. They did it with a machine. I think it's called like the Da Vinci or something. And then, oh, sounds like my husband's here with the truck. And then the next time they actually had to cut me open and find it. So I've got scars all over the place. No more swimsuit modeling for me. Hey, get off my foot, Nani. Nani. Look it. She's standing on my flip-flop. Okay, there we go. Ow, I'm getting bit by flies. Not cool. Oh, the biting flies are so bad up here. Hey, I want to thank all 8 of you that hit the like button. I appreciate that. If you want to see more of these goofy goat videos and more duck videos, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell, and it'll tell you when I go live and when I post a video. Hi, big boy, Patches. You look so nice on that trailer, like you're in a parade or something. Oh, you do? Cool, Daniel. Hey, Dave.
Does that make her a trailer queen?
Well, what about him? He looks like he's in a parade.
No, her.
I know. Well, they're both modeling right now. They want to be in the parade. She's been trying to get up to that tree. Should I put it on mute for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go. I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Hopefully we won't have to separate her completely and put her in her own coop, because I don't even know where we would put her, except where the boys are. I would say it, but those 3 boys in their coop.
Leave her in that run right there.
Well, she's in.
The hall in.
Yeah, they're all in there then, because the other ones are in the 6x6. So when I swing the door that way, they're all in the
Put
run.
them all in away, and then just leave her there for the night.
Okay. But think about how I would close that, how I would do that. I have one door. The door's either closed and they're in the coop, or it's open.
I see.
Yeah, and then they would be vulnerable to like a coyote or something that came up and jumped in there.
You can't put her in this?
No, because he'll breed her. No matter where I put her, she's going to get bred.
Leave her with the goats.
No, she'll wander out. I don't know. We'll see.
Come on, Dad.
I think I might be getting...
Dog, he's been sleeping, I think, on the couch shop.
Oh, he came out of the shop when I came up. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm back. Thank you, Daniel. That's a really nice offer. You know what? If I end up having, like, if they find another one when they do my colonoscopy, number one, I'm going to be really mad. But I'll for sure let you know. It's just a matter of, I go in there, they find something awful, and they right away send me over to the surgeon, and they schedule surgery for like the next week. Maybe 10 days. I think I waited a little bit longer the first time just because my husband was out of town. He was scheduled to be out of town, and we asked, is it detrimental that come out this week, or could we wait until next week? And they said, oh, it's not going to make a difference if we wait until next week. You are the biggest pig. That is not your food. Nope, nope, no, 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 no. Get back, Patches. I did that to myself. Okay, we're just missing one girl. She's right there. She needs to go back in with the others, but she's not. What shoes am I wearing? Hey, I love cats. Let me show you. With my little sausage toes. Good golly. They're flip-flops my husband bought for me at the end of summer last year on clearance at Rural King. And my feet are really dirty because I've been cleaning coops. You know what, TWC, it is very scary. The hardest part is knowing I'm going to wake up and I'm not going to know what they did to me while I was asleep. Hey, Hocus Berlin, good to see you again. My bottom of my feet, dirty. Like I've got to go scrub them when I get home. I'm not going to do calisthenics here or twist my body up to show you the bottom of my feet. Guarantee you they got poop on them though, because look what I've been cleaning up after. Yeah, you guys, are you going to pee, dude? He likes to pee when he's standing next to me. It's creepy. You guys find something to eat or not? Because that's probably gross. That's old hay in there. Yeah, that's old hay. Let's put that up where you can't get to it. You guys are so bad. They're like little kids, goats are. Oh, always. They never change. Hi, little boy. You guys want to go for a walk? Little walk. I can't handle too much. No, I love cats. You're a pervert. Get out of here. Go away before I ban you from my chat. Okay, I'm over here looking at all kinds of plants. Okay, you definitely deserve this. Goodbye, I love cats. I would say it's been pleasant, but it hasn't been. Okay. Hello, Redmi. I wonder if a person can still see the chat if they've been hidden from the chat. Like I just pushed a button that said hide this person from your chat. So I did. Look at these cool shrooms. Usually the goats knock them over and I don't get to have a chance to really look at them. That's cool. You know what, Hocus Berlin? And too much time on my feet, right? Hey, Shaz, $200 for what? The mushroom? Look at that. Oh my goodness, I like that. That's cool. No idea what it is. I know what it means. It means there's something dead under the soil. Check that out. That's so pretty. I do like mushrooms, but I only like the ones I know aren't going to kill me. These grow every year. Hi, goats. What are you guys doing in your pen? You shouldn't be in there. You should be out here. Hey, weirdo. You guys, poor babies. I'm going for a walk. Are you guys going to follow me? Hey, Lefty. Okay, right over there is a mulberry tree that had fruit the first year we lived here, and I haven't seen a single fruit since. I'm really sad about that. I love mulberries. Like, I love mulberries. They are so delicious. I want that to come back. I like foraging. Let's see if the goats are going to come down here. Oh, you guys are complaining? Well, then come on over here. The problem with walking downhill is I have to walk uphill when I'm done. And there's a mullein. Lamb's ear. That's a first-year mullein. Ugh. I actually make a tea out of it. It's a non-native invasive plant. So I try not to let it go to seed. The first year we were here, I probably killed, along with the help of my grandchildren, about 1,000 of them. Here are some 2-year mulleins that will be going to seed. There's 3 of them down there that I have to dig out before they go to seed. I'm in East Tennessee, Lefty. And there's another second year mullein down there that'll be going to seed. I haven't done a lot since I started having those major surgeries. I haven't done a lot of hiking on the property. So the mullein kind of got out of hand again, and so did the thistle. And I mean, I killed a lot of thistle 2 years ago after my first surgery, but last year I didn't. It was harder for me to recover last year. So I've got a lot of thistle. In fact, a lot. So I'll get down here at some point and take care of that. I want to eat the thistle this year, though. I don't want to just kill it. Guy, I'm getting bit by bugs. I'll take you guys down to a pretend strawberry patch. They look like strawberries, but they're not. You can eat them, they're edible, but they have zero flavor and they're so dry that they actually sometimes make me cough. Put on a country hat and boots. I can't, oh God, yeah, right. I'm 62 years old, Lefty. Nobody wants to see that. I have lots of cowboy boots, but they're not really cowboy boots. I guess I do. 2 pair of cowboy boots. The rest are like I've got old vintage ropers, and I've got the sort of like Uggs, but not really Uggs, from Australia, but not Uggs. Anyway, I've got a lot of boots. Too many. I don't need them. Yeah. Hello, on a phone. That's awesome. Thank you for coming back. I don't know if I'm being followed by goats. Okay, I'm going to switcheroo. You guys tell me. Oh, look at that. They're sort of following me. Cool. We're almost to the strawberry patch. Well, no, fake strawberry patch. When I first saw them, I thought they were wild strawberries, which I've been eating since I was quite young. And I put one in my mouth and I was disgusted. They look just like a strawberry in a lot of ways, but then when you pick them, they are not strawberries, you can tell. Don't tell me something ate all my fake strawberries. There's so many plants here. There should be some berries. Look at these pretty flowers. These are everywhere. They're all over the sides of the road. A yellow bandana. Good grief. Okay, oh, there's another mushroom, little puffball. I don't know if it's actually a puffball mushroom. If it is, I can eat it. If it's not, I can't. Okay. Just walking along, looking for some strawberry-like things. I've got them in my backyard at the house. A whole bunch of them. There must be something that likes to eat them because this should be all strawberry-looking things. Let's see if the goats are following me again. They should be. Of course not. Look at those brats. They probably don't want to have to walk back up the hill either. It's not easy to do this in flip-flops. A berry bikini. I don't wear bikinis. My stomach looks like I got hit by shrapnel. Oh gosh. Look at all the blackberries. Okay, look at all these clusters of blackberries. These are going to be amazing. I see cobbler in my future. So much cobbler. We have so many plants that are just loaded with berries. It's going to be really nice. I still have berries left over from last year that I need to cook. The goats decided to join me. See, look at, they're right there. And here I go. You guys will hear my asthma when I'm heading back up the hill. Hope I don't wheeze. Okay. Still looking for red strawberry-like berries. I don't see any. I don't even see any flowers on these. This whole hillside here is just covered in these fake strawberries. And there are no, well, there's 1, 2 flowers. Okay, I'm not impressed. Just go right in front of me, dude. No problem. Step on me on your way by. This whole hillside is covered in these fake strawberries, which is okay, I guess. It means that if I wanted to, I could transplant strawberries to this hillside and they would grow well. Because even though they're fake strawberries, they're probably pretty closely related to strawberries. What is this? Oh, this is a little purple flower, and then it grows. These things like curl up and get stuck in your socks. Okay, I don't know what they're called. Hi, Johnny. I've never had an Arizona iced tea. Never have I ever. It would probably be a berry flavor if they have one that's got berry flavors, because I like adding berries to my teas just for that extra flavor. Okay, I'm looking at the whole hillside and not a single berry. Ah, jerks. But those white flowers are all over the place. And somebody threw poppy seeds on the side of the road outside our ranch. I would go over there, but the goats would follow me, and then they'd go on the road, and there would be drama. So here's more blackberries. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. There's some mullein that went to seed. Where are they? Oh, well. Oh, there's one. I found a mullein that I didn't get last year that went to seed. So that means there's a lot of seeds in the ground around here. This is the mullein flower spike, and the seeds are tiny. Look at these seeds. Look at how small those are. Look at that. They're so small. And somewhere during the gold rush, somebody had a satchel with mullein seeds in it, because the Europeans, when they came over from Europe, they brought their seeds with them so that they could make their tinctures and their healing things. And mullein is really good for asthma and inflammation, things like that. So they brought their seeds with them. Well, there was a packet of seeds in this satchel or whatever it was, and they knew that it was at least 110 years old. So the seeds had been in that packet for 110 years. Thank you, Ona Phone. Thank you very much. Hey, Lefty. They germinated the seeds after 110 years. So those are survivor plants. They do help me breathe easier when I drink the tea. It really does help my lungs. Okay, we are down to 3 people, but I think we're going to have 1 person pretty soon, just because everybody else is going away. Oh, we got 5 now. That's interesting. Hey, everybody, welcome. I'm just going on a walk through the forest on our little ranch property. I was looking for faux strawberries, and I couldn't find any. I found the plants, but I can't find any of the berries. And I have them at my house, so I know for sure they've got berries on them in other places. And I'm being followed by goats. Where's all my goats? There's my boy. Hey, Randy. Good to see you. Just going for a walk with the goats. Gonna check the road work that got done this morning. My husband dug a ditch yesterday and put in a drainage pipe today. Covered it all up, graded it, put seed down. He's so proud of himself. Now he's got to go, he just took off to go get some kind of a grate to put over the pipe that he put in. So we're gonna walk down the driveway. This is my driveway. It's 1/3 of a mile long, and It's gravel and it's better than a lot of roads here. My husband is a retired road engineer and he knows how to make really good roads. He knows how to keep them in good shape. He spends a lot of time every year with this road. Look at how he cut the ditch on the side for drainage. So he's trying to make everything higher than where it's going to drain. Hi, Shikben. I don't know how to pronounce your name other than that. I apologize if I butchered it. So he put this pipe in the ground. He's going to obviously lower it once he gets the grate. So there's that. Can barely see it there on my, there we go, there it is. And then it goes down and across the road and over there somewhere over the hill. But he's got all of this is seeded with grass and clover. At least I think so. That's the seed we have. And there's my babies. Hi, Nani. Hey, Mama. See, when the people that owned the property before us had someone come in and bulldoze the road, they did this pretty harsh cut. And it drops a lot of debris down into the ditch. So he does spend a lot of time just clearing that out every year, several times a year. Oh, let's see. That is a baby tulip tree right there. A little tulip tree sapling. I'm going to zero in. See that unique shape to the leaves there? That's a little baby tulip tree. Next to it is a little pine tree. All kinds of pine trees. I see some poison ivy. I see a lot of pine trees up there on that little ridge. Those are good. I like that. We're going to let those grow, obviously. We'll take out the poison ivy. Oh, there's more baby tulip trees. So we've got a mama tulip tree around here somewhere. He groomed this cut. And then I'm going to plant real strawberries all on this cut. And we're going to do two things. We're going to try to get them to set roots so they can stabilize the soil and give us a crop that we can eat. Oh, there's a sassafras. Okay, Randy. Oh my goodness. No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's awful. Hopefully they'll be able to zap those with a laser and let her pass the little tiny pieces. You take care of your daughter, okay, Randy? Sassafras. I'm going to make sassafras tea this year. And I've got strawberries growing down there. I don't want to take the goats down there because they'll get out on the road. But there's the road. It's a 45-mile-an-hour road. So we don't encourage them to go down on it. There's my chair. I wonder if I should go get my chair. Nah. We had someone drive in here one day. Since 5 years old. Oh, that's not cool. Is she a celiac? Like, has she been tested for celiac disease? I had stones in my gallbladder from when I was just a little girl, like 7, 8 years old. And I had, that pain was the same pain as it was when I was in my 20s, when I actually all through my teen years as well, off and on. And then in my 20s, when they took out my gallbladder, it was the same pain as I'd been having my whole life since I was a little girl. And I read, a pediatrician did a note, and it wasn't a real study, it was just his patients. He said that of all of his patients that had gallstones when they were children, he was a pediatrician, they were all celiacs. And he said not all celiacs have gallstones, but he said all of his gallstone patients that were pediatric patients were celiacs. So your daughter might want to get tested for celiac. That's something to think about. It's just a blood test to begin with, and if it's positive for the genetic markers, then they would do a biopsy. of her, I think of her small intestine, just to confirm it. But if she's been growing stones, there's something going on. It's not hard to fix if you're a celiac. It just means you have to change your diet. That's horrible. I will definitely going to pray for your daughter, because that's a terrible pain. I hear, I've never had it, but I understand it's a terrible pain to have kidney stones. I've had the gallstones. No kidding. See if she's been tested for celiac. It just means she can't eat gluten anymore. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the forming of the stones. I really don't. I just know that it was a pediatrician. He had like not even a dozen pediatric patients that had gallstones when they were children. And he tested everyone. For some reason, he tested them for celiac. I don't know if he tested all of his patients or just the ones with this. I don't know what happened. But anyway, maybe he just noticed that the parents, the children were celiac, already diagnosed, and then they got the stones. And so maybe he started encouraging parents to get their children tested if they had the stones. It was over in the UK somewhere. Just not even an official study, just a doctor announcing what he had discovered. What's her first name, Randy? Because I definitely want to pray for her. That's a terrible pain. Natasha. Okay, very good. I'll pray for Natasha for the pain and all that. Pray for them to figure out what's going on. Oh, these are tulip trees. I thought so. Okay, the next time I have shiitake plugs, I'm going to put them in tulip trees. Very good. Okay, cool. You're welcome. That's the least I can do. Or the most I can do, right? You too, Randy. Go love on your girl. Well, if you're new here and you haven't figured it out, I'm Nana, and I'm walking my goats. I came down here looking for faux strawberries, and I didn't find any. But that's okay. We have a forest, and we have goats, and it is their job to make the forest not so foresty. So that's what they do. Oh, Frankie, did the goat get high when it ate your brother's weed? That's an unpardonable sin, to eat somebody's weed. I've been thinking about growing CBD, but I think it's just a fantasy at this point. I don't want to grow pot to get high. I don't want THC, but I do use CBD on my aches and pains, and it works. Over the long turn, it works. Tylenol, ibuprofen, Aleve, they take away the pain for a period of time. But what I have found with the CBD is that it takes longer to work, and I have to apply it directly to where it hurts if my wrist is hurting. But it takes the pain away for weeks or months. It doesn't just take it away for a little while. Might take it a day to start taking it away, but eventually, after a day and a half, 2 days of applying my CBD salve, I just don't have the pain, and it's gone for a really long time. We buy it from Treadwell Farms out of Florida. There's another one that went to seed. Oh boy. Here's another mullein. This was a 2-year mullein that went to seed. Dang, there's gonna be a bunch of babies right here. And look at all the blackberries. Yes. Okay, a lot of these died last year and I forgot to cut them. But look at all the berries. Look at all the berries. Gonna have so many berries. I love it. I'll be competing with the ants on these berries. Big black ants. They don't bite, but they're annoying. And they don't taste good, you know? So if I'm pulling berries off and I accidentally throw ants in there, then I get home and I rinse them off and then I throw them in a bag and put them in the freezer, I'm gonna have ants in my cobbler. And I don't think they taste good. I really don't think they taste good. Sometimes ants are bitter. Okay, I know pincher bugs are bitter. I accidentally ate one once. I only ate half of it. That's how I know what I ate. Okay, more berries. Goodness gracious, it's gonna be a good year for blackberries. All this rain we've been getting in East Tennessee. You grew it for fun. It gets tall. It gets like 8 feet tall, right? You're talking about the weed? If we end up, I don't think we will. If we ended up growing CBD, I would get the clones from a grower that are guaranteed to be, 0.003 or less of THC to stay legal. Otherwise, the state of Tennessee and the federal government would crash down on me big time. But I would grow it for commercial production, extract the CBD. I don't know that I would do the work of making the products, but I could find someone who does make the products that would come and get my green plants. Oh, I'm so distracted. Look at those pretty little flowers. They're hard to see, I bet. Look at them. So pretty. My goats are so good at finding what I'm looking at and just walking over and eating it. They didn't eat this though. I was looking at this tree. It's got galls on it. I don't know if these are wasp galls or if they're some kind of like an aphid gall, because I know there's an aphid that gets on these trees and makes galls. I think they might be aphids. I'll pop this off and see what's going on. Looks like it already, I won't zoom in. It looks like it already got out. Like there's a little slit on the bottom. Huh, I wonder. I like the parasitic wasps. Not a real fan of aphids. If it is aphids, it's not the kind that I have on my, like on my rose bushes or something. So let's see what I've got in here. Oh, I'm splitting it open with one hand. It's not easy. Oh, it's full of little aphid-looking things. They're like little gnats. Oh, gross. Ugh. Yucky. Anyway, if I had chickens, I'd feed them to the chickens. Pardon me while I sneeze. Apparently, I'm allergic to yucky bugs. Seriously, all these fake strawberry plants and not a single berry. Wow. I've got baby hickory trees around here. I think those are hickory. I'd have to snap one off and smell it to see if it's a walnut. Could be walnuts too. They look similar sometimes. Pretty flowers. All right, I've got to hike up this hill. You see really far in the distance, way up there, that's where I'm going. I'm going way up to the top of that. Oh, God. Where the clouds meet the trees up there. Whew. We'll go slowly. 9 people in here. Hey, tell me where you're from if you're in here, if you're listening. I'm in East Tennessee. My family settled, my first family members came over, went from Indiana to California in the early 1860s, after the gold rush. Like the gold rush was still going on, but they weren't there for the gold rush. My original uncle that came over, he married one of my aunts way back when. He came over as an entrepreneur, businessman, and he made boxes for shipping. And he was a multimillionaire. Apparently people needed a lot of boxes for shipping. And that's what he did in the Sacramento area. And then my family moved down to the Central Coast of California, my branch of the family. Oh, here's more of those flowers. Now watch a goat walk over and eat it while I'm taking a video of it. It's got bugs all over it. Hey, don't bite my leg. Don't bite my leg, dude. I love you too. I'm salty. That's why he bites my leg. Salty legs and a salty personality. Hello, MCX of Fortnite Clan. Oh, they're leading me now. They want to eat dinner. Like they're hungry, right? You guys can't be hungry. You've been eating. You've been eating Mother Nature. Got a wild rose bush right here. That'll grab me in the leg when I'm walking down here with no jeans on. I love it here. Somebody else cleared this path in the forest, and it's just perfect. The people that owned this property before us had their bulldozer clear this. They wanted this to be their driveway. So he cleared it, and when he was done, he said, it's too steep to be a driveway unless you want to pave it. They didn't want to pave it. So he built them a different driveway. It takes 1/3 of a mile to go from the gate to where the goats are. But I'm hiking it. It's pretty short by the way the crow flies. But because of how steep it is, with the topography here, it's 1/3 of a mile to get from point A to point B. And that up there is where our house will be. Oh, goodness. I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap. Got baby cedar trees all over the place here. Call it Eastern red cedar. It's really just a juniper, but it's aromatic cedar. It's an amazing, wonderful stuff. I like transplanting the baby cedars to a place where they can grow, because right here this all gets mowed. So what I'll do is I'll come here with a pitchfork and I'll start pulling these up. They don't usually have a real deep root system. Pull them up and I'll put them in a pot with some goat manure compost, and I'll keep them alive, make sure they're growing, and then when I find a place where I can put them where they'll be safe, I transplant them there. Kind of a weirdo about that stuff. My dad owned a nursery when I was growing up, and I fell in love with plants and taking care of them. Hello, Howard. Did you push the bell to be notified? Because I know people say, I go into a lot of lives, and I know I've heard people say that they weren't notified. I've been live for almost an hour. Oh my goodness, I'm wearing a sweater because I was getting cold a little while ago, but now the sun is out. But look at the sky. Look at that cloud. That just went over a little bit ago. I don't think it's supposed to rain today. Yeah, Howard, if you hit the bell, it'll be annoying. Sometimes I'll be I'll get in YouTube and all of a sudden I've got all these notifications just boom, 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 boom. All these people are live, and then I have to pick which one I go to. But I like it if it's somebody that I really want to follow. Ooh, boys. Oh man, goat fight. Oh, Sparky just took on Patches right next to me and almost knocked me over the edge. Ah, Patches. Goodness. Oh, there's a ladybug. I won't stop because it's over the edge. There's the mullein that I saw when I first started my walk. Got to pull that out before the end of next year, before it goes to seed. At some point, I'm going to take you guys, although you know what? I won't have internet. Doggone it. I'll take video. I'm going to go to an abandoned emerald mine and dig in their tailings piles, because last time I went, I found a bunch of stuff. I didn't find any emeralds, but I did find garnets and, oh gosh, some really cool specimen pieces. And I took a couple of them into the gift shop to show them and ask them what they were. And the lady working there said she'd never seen such a big specimen like the one I had. I forget what it was. It's triangular shaped, and it grows in long rods that are shaped like a triangle. Anyway, I'm going to go back there, but I can't get internet in there, but I can take video of busting up rocks in the old tailings pile. It's pretty fun. Okay, I'm about exhausted. How about you guys? Listening to me try to catch my breath making you tired? Whew, goodness. All right, back to the duck drama. I have one more coop I have to clean tomorrow. Oh boy, that's a messy one. And there's the girl duck. She doesn't want to go in the coop. Well, she can't go in it right now. I had to close it because the goats were going in there. I have to remember to put her away. Howard, my boy goats are, I have a buckling. That just means he's a young buck. He's under a year old, and that's Sparky right there, a little speckled boy. So he's a buckling, but he'll be a buck in December when he turns 1 year old. And then we've got Patches and Gimo, and they're Wethers, W-E-T-H-E-R. Oh, somebody took a bath. Oh, she let herself in. Get out of there. Get out. Oy. And oh, look, he took a bath. I love it. See how dirty the water is over there? When I left, the water was clean. Look at how brown that water is. That Drake took a bath. So there's my Wether, Gimo, and my Wether, Patches. They were both castrated when they were babies. Sorry. And then Sparky is my buckling, and he will be my breeder. I don't know if any of my girls are going to breed because they're pretty old. If they don't, I'll buy some more girls because we love our goat's milk. It's our favorite. She for sure won't have babies. And I don't know if she will. It's been 3 years since I bred them. And I'm hoping she does because she's my main milker. Sorry, Mama, you can't go in there. Wow, I'm really glad that Drake took a bath because he was real dirty. Oh gosh, I'm tired. I could seriously take a nap right now. But not with these biting flies. And probably no-see-ums. I'm just gonna sit in my chair. You kids. Hi, Sparky. Hey, Sparky. It's peaceful up here. This is where our house is going to be someday. And I'll probably have a garden up here, although it won't be real big because I'm planning on doing some pretty major gardening down on another part of the property if I can get water. I want to build a monarch butterfly way station, and they have to be 1/4 of an acre. Hello, V. Is that how you pronounce your name? You know, I've never had goat curry. And I don't have any goat steaks that I could make it with. Hi, my baby boy. Are you wanting to love on Mama? Hi, sweetie. Gimo's a movie star. You guys don't know that about him. He and I were in a movie. Huh, big boy? Yeah. The casting person wanted a middle-aged woman with a dog. And I said, I have a dog, but would you rather have a goat? And she said, yes, that'd be perfect. So we drove to San Francisco for the day. And Gimo and I got to be in a scene in the movie on the beach. It was really fun. And then we drove home. Oh, yeah. Gimo, like seriously? This is what I put up with. You see that? Ouch, you jerk. Gimo. He's gonna pinch me is what he's gonna do. You're kind of being a rude boy. I'm salty. Like I said, salty. Yeah, it's not a fun thing, but it is definitely part of the country life. But I used to have a lady that did all my butchering for me. Chickens, ducks, whatever I had. And she charged me $3 per bird is all. And it was heaven to be able to take my birds to her. I don't have that anymore. She and her husband retired and moved to Florida. And when their nephew and his family took over the business, they raised the price to where it wasn't worth it for me anymore. But then we ended up moving anyway, so it was no big deal. I have one customer from Vietnam who comes and buys ducks from me to eat. And I have a customer from, I think he's from Ghana. He comes and buys ducks from me to eat as well. So I have two gentlemen from foreign countries that like to eat the ducks. And one of them, it's kind of a religious thing for him. It's part of his religion, the way that they are killed and butchered. There's a certain process for his religion. I don't know what his religion is, but that's what he told me. So he likes to buy them so that he can do that because he can't get that in the stores. Now he's nibbling on my clothes. And he's biting himself. Gimo. Gimo, my sweet boy. I found him mostly dead in the pasture after he was born. Haha, KJ. I don't think we have a Bigfoot. I think I would smell Bigfoot. They're probably pretty foul smelling. They don't shower. Oh, there's some drama. Actually, they're being kind of nice. Now, Nani's not being nice. She's got her ears back and she's biting. Patches came over to break up the fight. Goodness. Not your job, dude. You gonna come over here and bite me like your brother? Goats are funny. Seriously, Gimo, more biting? Gimo's over here biting on my right hand. Patches, what are you doing, you weirdo? Okay, so Patches is biting my left elbow and Gimo is biting on my the fingers on my right hand. I don't know what this is. My fingers can't taste good. I've been cleaning out stalls. I've washed them, but just with water. I didn't wash them with soap. They use Irish Spring. I don't think so. I'd smell that too, wouldn't I? That is a very distinct smell. That'd be funny. It's Irish Spring in the forest. Oh my gosh, there must be a Bigfoot. Hey, Abba Zabba. Hi, my pretty girl. Hi, sweetie. Your brothers are being jerks to me right now. Yeah. But you're a good girl. Thanks to everyone who hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like watching an old woman walk in the forest with her goats. What are you eating? You found something else to eat besides me, but that doesn't look good. It looks gross. There's Rosie over there looking for mischief. Gimo still looking to bite me. He's not really chowing down on me right now, but he's kind of being annoying. He grew up in my house wearing a diaper. And he's a baby. He's my baby. He's my baby. Yes, you are. Yes. I can't pronounce your name, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'll say Mohan, your last name. Maybe it's Mohan. They do have salt blocks that they lick. Yes, absolutely. Now we've got all kinds of boy love over here. Sparky and Gimo. That's not love. That was mean. You guys, goodness. Hello, Alan, Morgan. Just watching my goats be weird. And somebody's got loose stool. There's the poop right there. It's weird. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be little balls. Little smart pills, right? Okay, where are you guys from? What's up with the fainting goats? KJ, that is actually just a genetic thing. I think it's called myotonic. We had a fainting goat until recently. She got real bad arthritis and was in a lot of pain, so we put her down. We've had fainting goats over the years. There are also, all mammals can have the myotonic gene, but goats are the ones that people breed specifically for that gene. And the reason for it is, and this happened to us, if you have a bunch of goats that are valuable, you bring a fainting goat in, and if a predator comes, someone's trying to eat my hair behind my head. That's rude. Who was that? Sparky, you turd. The fainting goats will faint, and the predators will kill them, and the expensive goats can get away. So that's why they breed. You're from Kentucky, Mr. Mohan? Okay, cool. I'm in East Tennessee. So the fainting goats serve a purpose, and we actually lost a fainting goat to predators, and all of our other goats got away. That was an unfortunate incident. They got his femoral artery, however you pronounce it. So he bled to death. That was bad. We don't know if that was coyotes or dogs. We had a neighbor that let their dogs run, and something came onto our ranch and chased our goats. All the goats put themselves away in their pen when the predators showed up, but the fainting goat fainted, couldn't get away. We had a heifer calf. When we loaded her in the trailer, she seized up and fainted just like a fainting goat. So I know she carries the myotonic gene, but she's the people that came to get her, they just have a little homestead. It's not a problem if she's a fainting cow. She probably will never be that scared again, but she definitely had the myotonic gene. It was interesting to see that. The south part of India. Yeah, you don't share a border with Pakistan, do you? If you're down in the south, it's just India and the ocean around you, I suppose. Oh, dang it. She's such a brat. She's just looking for trouble. Get out of there. I can't leave anything unlatched. There's no food for you to steal in here, girl. This is my not so engineered lock. That's it. Oh, you're just a sneaky boy, aren't you? You're sneaky. You guys, there's nothing in there for you to eat. It's only 5 o'clock. Wow. The greenery and the ocean. Nice. So you guys have a good climate there for growing lots of food, huh? Forests and fields. That's nice. I've got 2 female ducks in the same nest box right now. Oh gosh. Ay, ay, ay. I'll have to go in a little while and make sure there's no egg in there. I don't want that other one incubating an egg. Hey goats. It's kind of looking like it could be storming. There's some really dark clouds blowing over me right now. It's hard to see, it's hard to tell. But, oh, a raindrop just hit me in the head. Dang it. Oh, guy. I'm sitting here and all of a sudden, oh yeah, it's raining. Well, I guess I could put the goats away. Well, it's nice that you're not near the bad part. That is so sad. Yep, it's raining. I'm getting hit by rain. Once the goats start to get hit by rain, they'll put themselves away. There they go. They're just, this is funny. They don't like water. They're actually putting themselves to bed because it's raining. That's hilarious. This one doesn't like to go to bed. Usually I have to bribe her with grain, but I think maybe a few raindrops hitting her would make her go in. Yeah, Rosie just walked by kind of disgusted. Oh, this is nice. You know, usually when I feed them at night, they step all over my feet because they want to get as close to the grain bucket as possible, but that won't happen since they're putting themselves to bed because it's raining. Except Nani, darn it, she's the worst. Go to bed. Go to bed. I don't want to get my feet stepped on for once. That would be nice. They're big raindrops. Go to bed. You're going to get wet. A fainting goat farm in Calistoga, California, and they didn't faint. Okay, that's not a good fainting goat farm. Or they're just used to people, so they're not scared. I had a fainting goat. If I wore my red sweatshirt, that thing would fall over. If it saw red, it would fall over. That's the one that died when the predators came. Maybe they were wearing red jackets. No, it was just a joke in poor taste. Yeah, all of my fainting goats have been good. The last one I had, there's a scale of 1 to 5. The ones you saw were probably in the low range. Mine have been 4s and 5s. The last one I had that ended up with arthritis, she was a 5. She was amazing. She would just see me and be so excited that she would freeze up and she would raise her front leg up kind of like a Heil Hitler. It was so funny. She would get so excited to see me that she would just go all stiff and her one leg would go straight up. It was hilarious. Yeah, Nani's getting wet. She didn't like this. Good. Oh, I've got to give them hay. That means they're going to step on me. Yes, cloven hooves. I've been to Calistoga, California because I grew up over there, but I don't remember what we did. We didn't go to a goat farm, I know that. You guys are going to make this miserable for me, aren't you? Can hear the rain dripping, hitting the tin roof. This is their safety place where they don't get wet. And this is their food. At least their hay. Move, boy. Oh, get out of the way, Sparky. Okay. Now I'm in the hay shed anyway. Let's see. Oh, I gotta pull the whole stack over if I do it that way. Let's see if I can get one over here. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna set my phone down. Part of my problem is I'm wearing a sweater and I don't want to get hay all over it. If I was wearing a sweatshirt, it would be easier. Okay. Hey, good deal. Oh, baby. Let's see. Oh. You know what? A lot of people probably didn't like that salute. Wouldn't that be terrible if they thought my goat was racist because she was a fainting goat and that just happened to be what she did? It was hilarious. It was really funny. Yeah, if I showed that, if I had a video of her doing it, I'd probably get kicked off of YouTube for racist stuff. Okay, kids, if you want dinner, you're going to have to stand in the rain. Because I'm not putting your food over there. You'll just make a mess of it. There you go. Okay, oh, Nani's way over there. All right, kids. Do your goat thing. They don't die if they get wet, but you would think they would die because they're kind of opposed to getting wet. They've got conveyor belt that they stand on in here, so they're not in mud, at least over here. It's hard to latch this gate, so I've got to try to do it. Okay, there we go, done. So they stand on conveyor belt in here, and they have one salt lick, and I've got another one for them. Actually, right over there's a mineral block. Nani likes to stand on the pallet. Hey guys, it's nice under here. It needs to be replaced pretty soon. One good storm and this thing will blow apart. Just this plastic cover up here. Hey, Abba Zabba just made herself a little nest. She's lying down on the conveyor belt. Hey, sweet girl. Okay, I'm gonna go get you guys some grain. And then I'll be saying goodnight. I gotta put the ducks away. Say goodnight to everybody and go home, and guess what? It's 5:16 in East Tennessee, and I'm gonna take a nap. Oh, I think a fly's biting me on the leg. Oy, oy, oy. It's not raining anymore. Oh, that duck coop is so clean. That felt good to get that cleaned out. Now I can open the door and that one girl can go in where she wants to go. Hi, sweet girl. You ready to go in? Did you take a bath too? You look so moist. If she did, she didn't do a very good job. I don't know what bit me on the leg. Okay. There we go. What's going on with you two? Got a sister-wife situation in here. Who pooped in the clean coop? Oh, that's gross. I need to clean that. What's going on with you two? Hey, I'm sorry, but I need to check for eggs because I can't leave you sitting on eggs. What's the matter, Wobble? I'm sorry, sweetie. I promise you I'll give you eggs when we're ready. I have to check the calendar and make sure I'm going to be here when they hatch, okay? I can't leave you alone with a bunch of babies. The snakes will get them. The crows will get them. You're a sweet girl. Yeah, you are. You're a sweet girl. She might be going to live with our grandchildren after summer break. Yeah, they were here when the ducks, right after the ducks hatched. Is there an egg in here, Mama? I apologize, but I'm checking butts. I want to find an egg. Is there an egg in here? Oh, that's magical. That's amazing how that happens. That one right there is the one that laid it. But this right here is the one that would sit on it and hatch it. She'll probably get, it'll be her first clutch. So I'll probably give her about a half a dozen eggs. I could change my mind a dozen times between now and the time I give her the eggs, but I'll probably give her about a half a dozen just because I don't want her to do a bad job and me lose a whole bunch of eggs. And I usually sell the babies because we don't need more ducks. I already have a problem with not having enough coops to put that injured duck in her own coop. So that means I'm taking home 6 fertile eggs today. I sell them for $2 an egg. And the hatcheries charge $6 or $7 an egg, so that's a pretty good deal. I sell them for $10 for an 18 pack of eggs, just not fertile, just regular eggs. I have one coop that doesn't have fertile eggs in it, so those ones are $10 for an 18 pack. Okay, time to feed my ducks. It's a lot easier to feed the ducks than it is to feed the goats. The ducks don't attack me. At least, well, you saw Wobble. She kind of bit me a little bit, but she didn't bite hard. Hey, big boy. You need a name. Now we'll see if she can figure out how to come over here and get in the coop. And I need to get them water. I dumped out their water on the floor of the coop to scrape it clean. Thanks for walking around with me while I do my chores, you guys. I appreciate it. Someday I'll get a selfie stick or some kind of a device where I can hold my camera like on my chest when I'm walking so I can use two hands and get more stuff done. Kind of hard to do it with one hand. Okay, that duck is figuring out how to go into her coop. That's good. She figured that out because she's hungry. She wants fresh food. Another one wants in the nest box. Oh boy. They have a bucket of water in their coop, and they have a salt lick for no reason other than it's too heavy for me to move by myself. There used to be a goat in here. They've got water in there where they can take a bath if they want to, and then they have water outside the coop where they reach through the chain link to drink it. That way they don't poop in their drinking water. If you know anything about ducks, you know they poop in their drinking water. It's not their fault. They just don't understand. Okay, I gotta try to figure out how to do this. They get fresh water every day, and the next day it's really dark brown and yucky. For some reason. Yeah, for some reason. I think some of this poo might be the reason. Don't go in there and lay an egg, girl. I already collected for the day. Those ones in that are so cozy. Okay. Good night, you all. Oh, I gotta undo the leash on the gate. I just clipped this leash on here to keep the door open. And there's our coop. Predator proof. Nobody can get them from on top. A small possum I guess a raccoon could get in there, but we don't have raccoons up here. They're safe from something digging in. Nothing is going to come through the chain link. We've got it secured. This is our safest coop. And this is their outside water. They just reach through the chain link to drink it. And they get it pretty dirty too, even though they can't poop in it. They put food in it. They reach through the chain link and grab mud with their beaks, and then they put it in the water. Got lots of rainwater in the last couple of days, so they're drinking fresh rainwater right now. Sorry for how jumpy it is. Like I said, it would be nice to have I think it's called a gimbal for my phone. I could put it on in front of me and just go about my business do my chores. Hey kids, I'll give them some fresh rainwater too. A duck took a bath in their fresh rainwater bucket. It's got to be full all the way up to the top, otherwise they can't drink it. And these tubs fill up with mosquito larvae, so I have to dump it out every so often. But we get regular rain here, so it's not a big deal. And we do have water if we need it. I just prefer to give them the rainwater. Our water here is really chlorinated. Gosh. There you go. That'll do you till tomorrow. Plus they've got the fresh water in there. This is Muscovy Crossing. Poor Sparky, crybaby. I guess I could give you guys grain, then you would stop crying. Let's see what the situation is. Okay, no poop in that bucket, so that's good. I can put pellets in there. Oh boy. I've still got more chores to do. Dang. Here's their food. And is this the biggest scoop? 3 quarts. Oh, they're both 3 quarts. Okay. So there's the pellets that everybody eats. And then here's the pellets that's for the boys. This is for bladder health, so they don't get bladder crystals. That kills them. Oh gosh, it gets dark in here. We have a motion light inside the feed shed, so when the door closes, I can still see. But it only lasts a little while. Sometimes I'm in there working and it'll go completely dark. And I have to wave my arms around like a crazy person. Hi guys, are you ready for your treats? Everybody's ready. There you go, you guys have to share. Come on, Nani. She doesn't like the drama. Oh, I feel bad for her. I'll get her some food on the other side. At least if I spread it around, she'll have a better chance of getting some. She's so old. Our granddaughter's turning 16. So I can't figure out exactly how old Nanny is. She's either 14 or 15. So I'm just gonna bring some food around the backside so that she can eat over here. Maybe, or a bunch of them will run over here and she can run to the other side and eat. Her problem right now is she got into a headbutting fight yesterday or the day before and it broke off. She has a little short horn scur and it broke the scur off, and so she was bleeding yesterday, so she really doesn't want to bump heads with anybody. There's water in your feeder, girl. I have to dump the water out. Sparky, go somewhere else. Wait a minute, girl. I have to get the water out of your feeder. Okay, well, that's enough. It won't kill them if a little bit of rainwater's in their food. There you go. Now she'll get some food. Let's see, she's here. That's good. They're way over there. It's really sunny. I can't see. So they're over there. She's over here. This is good. Although Sparky's not eating the special food just for him. See the top of her head? She's got that little scur on the left side of her head, and on the right side she had one just like it. But yesterday it was a bloody nub. So her daughter's here to eat. They can share. That's good. Hey, Saul. Your granddaughter is 42 and you're 51. That's interesting. Did you marry an older woman? Or did you marry a woman with older children? Or did you marry an older woman with a much older woman with older children? It's not uncommon. Okay, what do I need to do now? I need to feed the ducks in 3 of the coops. Okay, guys, you know what? I'm going to say goodbye because I've got to do some stuff with both hands for a little while. So I'm going to bid you adieu for the day, and I'll be going live probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'll go live in the morning or if it'll be the afternoon or evening, but I want to thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to have my videos come up in your live feed, and hit that little bell if you want to be notified next time I go live. I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much.